I have always loved to learn and valued education. As a parent and working with children for 12 years with our elementary, middle school, and high school setting, I have come to enjoy the connections I have made with students. Helping students to realize their potential and to achieve goals brings me great joy and satisfaction. In all that I have been a part of, I feel God has steered me in the direction of teaching at the right time in my life. The greater purpose in my life is to use and develop my talents to have a positive impact on our future generations. Through teaching, I will connect with a diverse population of students from my community that will have a lasting effect throughout their lives. These effects may be far-reaching as we live in a more globalized society. Resiliency may be described as our attempt to deal with a lack of connection, community, and wholeness. In my personal educational experience as a student at a highly populated public university, I encountered a moment in which I realized not all teachers teach for the same reasons I would like to teach. With enormous lecture halls, it was understandable that professors could not dedicate their limited time to making personal connections with their students. They did not know anything about us personally, and this was the norm for any professor who taught in the jam-packed lecture halls. At a time when I needed my professor's understanding and compassion with having to miss a test for surgery I could not put off, I received just the opposite. With the professor's responsibilities to his research in addition to teaching, I began to question his purpose of teaching. His unwillingness to allow me to take the test on another day stemmed from knowing he would have to create a different version of the test, and this wasn't an option he was willing to entertain. As someone who did not have a history of making any excuses not to do any tests or assignments, it was the first time in my education that I felt disheartened because I truly did want to succeed. Because I had a strong desire to earn my degree and graduate, I advocated for myself in seeking the help from my advisor. I managed to keep pushing forward to the best of my ability, knowing I still had a goal to keep working towards. I anticipate having to exercise resiliency as a teacher in my interactions with students' families and with colleagues that may be apathetic to making these connections and forming a cohesive community. I will look to collaborate with my colleagues and lead by example in being a team player. If I step up to the plate when they need me, then maybe I can open the doors for them to respond in the same way. This may begin to establish a culture of being more connected and having a sense of community within our professional circles. With parents, I would keep the lines of communication open, conveying my care and concern for the well-being of their child. I would seek to make strong connections with colleagues who have a desire to establish a sense of community amongst ourselves, as well as with students and their families. As one who strives to learn more, I will seek professional development opportunities that would provide strategies to help me create the connections and sense of community I hope to achieve. Through my faith, I turn to prayer for strength, guidance, inspiration, and the wisdom to bring about positive change, especially during times of adversity. In my personal life, I have seen how education can and has improved my circumstances. It has provided opportunities that I may not have had if I didn't pursue a higher education. Culturally, within my family, it was just expected of me to go to school and obtain a higher education. In addition, I have seen how children born into a disadvantaged life can, with the proper guidance, be as successful as their peers who were born into an advantaged life. I am a witness to how education can level the playing field for people. In addition, an educated citizenry may develop better reasoning skills to question and make decisions that lead to a more socially just society. Striving for these ideals has given me the purpose that drives me to want to spend the rest of my existence as a teacher. My K-12 educational experience has influenced my current educational philosophy. My early childhood experiences were formed in a community of diversity. Not once did I ever feel unaccepted in my classrooms growing up. It was very natural to look around the room and see faces of all races and ethnicities. We were friends in the classroom and on the playground. I take for granted that adults like myself are naturally accepting and comfortable with diversity. In high school, clubs, sports, and other extracurricular activities were representative of our diverse community. Additionally, I can't remember a single teacher that displayed a negative attitude in the classroom. This made coming to school better than staying home. As a result, I would like to develop a culture of inclusiveness in which all cultures can feel safe and accepted with open arms in my classroom, within my school and district. It's important to mind your temper and maintain a positive environment, creating a safe and engaging place to learn. My experience at Azusa Pacific University has shown the value of making personal connections with your students. My professors make an effort to get to know us and design activities in which students get to know each other and learn collectively more than individually, while challenging us to a high standard. I look forward to going to class and know that I have chosen the right program in the sense of community I feel when I attend class. Feeling connected, learning collectively at times, and building a sense of community are all qualities that should be cultivated in an educational learning environment.